outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a bear hitting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Coleman, the man in motion left. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Breeze going to throw. It's complete to Flainer. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Here's Breeze. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kobe Flainer, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints can take the lead if they can hit the extra point. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram taking it in. And the Saints have moved out in front.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt is minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw here. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped. The
ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jarris Bird. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Easy.
They go play action here on 1st down. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. In his career, he has a spell of 10 straight seasons, 4,000 yards or more. Only quarterback to do that. We're seeing more of it here in this one.
We better not take it for granted, because what we're watching, it's vintage Drew Brees, but it still is excellent.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Throw complete right side to Cooks. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Coleman, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They go back to the air here after the eye. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Prescott. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Breeze is looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Barry Church. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Second down now after the incompletion. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to win?
Got a man, it's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And it's up and good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Ooh, the juke. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So here's 3rd and 20, and with a long yardage, defense going with a nickel look. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now it's the backup Romo. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Romo on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Boy, it looked Looked like he had it and dropped it. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game.